Hey guys, back with some more Bazaar. Playing some Dually. It's Dually. It's Dually all day at the minute. I hit Legend, feeling pretty good about where we are at. I know I did a Railgun guide recently. I mean it's running rampant at the minute. I don't think it's in a great spot. I think it's too good. Obviously, I think it's just because of how accessible it really is. Obviously, starting at bronze makes it very easy to get at the start, and tech items are in abundance on Dually, so it's very easy to get. Which I think is probably the problem, is just how easy it is to find. I don't think the card itself, its stats are that bad. I think it makes sense where it's at, but I just think it's too accessible. I think that's the real issue. We'll take a Chris Army Knife, it is tech. These are great hedges. Like, if we want to play dinos and we see that, then we can. But it might just be Railgun, in all honesty. I think we just sack you, and we just grab a Railgun. Obviously, we have no money now, but we're really happy to have a silver Railgun. That's really good. So just stick all of you. We have some tech, which is good. And we kind of just look for crit. So we'll take Artillery Spotter, because we essentially want to play a crit core with this. That's the build that I like playing with it. I think it makes sense. Let's just go for some loot items. I think I like going for loot. It's just 3 gold, basically, and then you also get some buffs. I think it's pretty decent to go for. We'll just chuck some regen in here. It'll be useful against Mac, obviously. Satre? Satre? I don't know. How do you pronounce that? Let's see. Aludel. I think it's gonna be too much poison for us to deal with. Maybe it depends on how fast this goes, because they aren't gaining a ton of regen though. So we might just be able to kill them before they gain too much regen. I'm hoping that. I don't think these little weapons will kill, but we need Railgun to go. Okay. Now, does this still count as a loss? No. Okay, so draws count as a victory now. I think they fixed that in the latest patch on the 11th. I think that was one of the hot fixes. Yeah, it says it corrected an issue where certain losses looked like draws. The player actually lost for real. Cool. So, medium items aren't bad because we can get a pulse rifle. That's probably what we'd be looking for. So let's just come in here. We'll re-roll here as well. We're only really looking for that pulse rifle. Or, you know, some kind of medium tech. Mostly pulse rifle though. Small items is one of the best shops for us at the minute. We just want tech items really. Don't think any of this makes that much sense. I mean, memory card is okay. I guess we can just put it in for our monster fight and just get some value from it. Okay. I think we'll just go for Covetous Thief here. I don't mind just having like the Shadow Cloak or a little bit of crit chance. Or obviously the Pickpocket skill. That would be really great as well. Just having a little bit more money. Because, you know, buying all this tech and stuff is sometimes an issue. I mean, we didn't need to crit, but it is helpful. Alright. Concealed Dagger, I mean, I guess it's good for PvE fights to just get a little bit of extra gold. Now, do we want to upgrade a bronze tier item here? I think we want more tech to replace these for our PvP. So we'll come in here and let's have a look for some tech. There's some tech. That's good. Okay. So now we're hoping for crit core or the core. So we have crit core and no the core, so it's a pretty obvious choice here. And 40% crit, I think we're actually pretty happy with the way that our board looks. We'll go for hide and seek here. I honestly think defense grid at bronze is just bait. Like, it's like 45 extra HP. That does not seem that good to me. Alright, let's stick you in here. Let's stick you in here as well, because obviously these can't crit, so it doesn't mean anything. And now we just want you guys over here. Awesome. Well, we don't really care about Chris Army Knife critting though, do we? I think we'd rather have the charge. So let's put it over here. Turgy. Turgy. Turgy? I think it's Turgy. What are we looking at here? Okay, a lot of burn, a little bit of heal. I don't know if the heal will be enough. I guess we'll see.
You've got talent.
Okay, it wasn't enough. In no circumstance would that amount of heal ever have been enough. I mean, especially when you crit, right? So, exciting news is that I'm moving in the next little while. Obviously, what that means is that it might be a little bit tricky for me to make a lot of content. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to record a bunch of runs and we're just going to upload them. It's not going to be like, you know, stellar videos, but there's just going to be videos nonetheless. I've been uploading daily for quite a while now. So that's what we're going to try and keep doing, is that. So that's what I want. No, not necessarily a legacy, but I like making sure that for the people who enjoy my content, that they get it, you know, as often as they want it. So, and you know, some people want to watch a video every day. I know I love watching a video every day from my favorite content creators. So that's what I try and do. I try and put those sorts of videos out there. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, decision-making time. Quixel, you're super expensive, but what do we have in here that we can sell? Some stuff we can sell. Let's see. I think I would prefer to go to Finn's Big Bite, though, and maybe just rely on a better shop. Bronze tier item upgrade. I think we put sword in here, like that. Let's get some cooldown reduction on both of these items. I don't think... Do we care much for a bronze tier? Maybe upgrading one of these. I think I prefer to go for skills. Maybe get some more crit chance. Yeah, we'll go for Deadly Eye. Obviously, we miss out on Artillery Spotter now, but that means we at least have a teeny bit of crit chance. Go for Keeney here. There are a lot of good... Z shields? No. I don't really want to do like a Z shield and Z sword. Both. That would be a little bit, don't think that would be great. Okay, Legend Dually. I mean, let's think about what we're going to be going up against. What's the likelihood here is that it's going to be the same build as us. I think I'm more tempted then to do this. That way we get a slightly quicker startup. We take the memory card out. Unfortunately, that means there's no tech charge for you. But that does mean that our build is going to go a little bit faster. Now, 6 to 5.4, I think makes a bit more sense to... than 2 to 1.8. Okay, let's go. Let's see how this performs. Now, obviously, when we get enough crit chance, that's when we just start moving everything to the right of our core. But for now, what are we looking at here? Okay, so Primal Core with a lot of scaling on some adjacent weapons. We just need a crit. I mean, yeah, so our benefit there is that we go longer than them. If that fight really went on for any longer than that, we probably would have lost. They have, you know, scaling damage on their dinosaurs and those adjacent weapons to the core. And then they also have shield. So that isn't phenomenal. Alright, so let's swap this around now. Uzi is a great, like, fast item, obviously, but battery is just so crucial for a build like this that we always put it in to get some more charge on Railgun. We love seeing Bark in here. We'll re-roll here. We do have a lot of stuff to sell. We're kind of hoping to see that upgrade there. Okay, so let's sell you. Concealed Dagger hasn't really been played. And I guess we'll sell memory card as well. Obviously, the value wasn't great, but I'd rather just get some cash to spend. Definitely go for Hellbilly here. Temple Expedition ticket would be phenomenal. Left-handed is okay. I mean, we could try and transform a scrap as well. That could be really cool. There's a couple of good options here. And this is what I mean about the battery. Once we get this upgraded, it just becomes so much better. It's okay right now at bronze. It's not phenomenal. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, meteor miners are good. We'd probably take a pulse rifle in all honesty. Probably just take it over the Z-Sword, try and get our build going a little bit quicker. Now, I don't think we care about Finesse Shield. Right Eye is pretty phenomenal. Now we have 50% crit chance on Railgun. And we'll come in here to Sylvia as well. Now, Gumballs are actually decent on this build because you want to be looking for that sort of stuff. And I think we can afford to take Satcom. It gives us, you know, 2 gold at the start of the day tomorrow in terms of a small friend. And then we'll make the money back from that eventually the day after. Okay, Captain AV, gold, dually. We're going to be seeing similar stuff to what we're running, basically. We should be expecting railguns, but this isn't a railgun. It's a burn build. Interesting. I think we match up really well into this. I mean, we kind of wanted to crit there. I think we should be able to go again, though. Okay. I mean, if we crit on that first one, we would have won instantly. Because obviously, I mean, 76 burn. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, plasma grenade is a great item. At the minute, the fact that they gave it multiple ammo per level up, I think it makes sense. But it seems really, really good. Now, I mean, for right now, we don't need a friend. So Chris Army Knife doesn't make as much sense as the laser pistol. So let's grab that. And let's stick it in instead of Chris Army Knife. It'll just make us go slightly faster. Yeti Crab is never getting played. We can sell that. Probably should have waited for a friend though. And again, Z Shield. I mean, I think it's a better item than Z Sword, but I'm not willing to, you know, do that buy sell right now. Pulse Rifle. Yeah, Pulse Rifle's great. I think we put you back in. What do we sell here? Blast doors, and we just get Pulse Rifle and we just stick it in place of you. And that gives us a really quick tech item that gives Crit Core a bunch more charge. Obviously the cooldown is slightly higher, but that's fine with me. We're all about going as quick as possible, basically. So I think getting more procs of a tech item to charge Railgun a little bit more, it makes a little bit more sense. So see, no slow there, and it would have been going a lot smoother. Okay, cool. Yup. I love the Trash Town Mao. He's a funny guy. Augmented weaponry is fine. Yeah, we get a little bit of an edge in terms of a tiny amount of damage. Now, Quicksil can sell a couple of upgrades for us, like Pulse Rifle, Battery, but we like coming here just for the chance of getting some extra HP. And Harkuvian Rocket Trooper is a great example of that. It's a pretty free fight. Has some great skills and honestly items for us. We'd love an Eagle Talisman. We'd love Keen Eye. And even Gunpowder would be great for Battery. There are a lot of good rewards here. And honestly, Shadow Cloak is pretty phenomenal as well. Gunpowder is, yeah, it's fine. So yeah, Harkuvian Rocket Trooper, maybe not necessarily an underrated encounter. I mean, I think it probably is, honestly. I don't think people really view it as an amazing encounter as such. I think we care about the laser pistol upgrade. I will re-roll here. Okay, that's fine. I basically just wanted to maybe see like a railgun upgrade, because obviously this guy does sell large items, so it's possible for us to see that. Now, we're only versing like builds that are unbeaten like us, which, you know, is probably what we deserve for running Railgun. But again, this is a showcase. So, drill with loads of damage, and they do have a bunch of slow. Now, we did crit, which is great. We are going to get to go one more time. He had 3 HP. It happens. Sometimes you just lose like that. It sucks. I had a battle, I think it was in my last game, where I won while on literally 1 HP, so it happens. Now Yo-Yo isn't a bad item, but I think eventually we want to move stuff over to the right side. Or do we? I don't think we care too much about critting on these guys. I think it's more about critting on the Railgun. So the more charge, guaranteed charge we get on critical core, the better. Let's just go for a Cinders. I don't really feel like spending all of our money on gumballs. I think we can do better than that. I think I'll sell these guys for now. We have a bunch of money. We'll go to medium items. We're not running Dino, so Disguise doesn't do much for us.
See that
A Nitrogen Hammer at Silver, not really a fan of that either.
have what you need.
Now, I don't think this build beats Lich. It's only a 50% crit chance. He's got like 1,900 XP. So I think, I honestly think maybe we just go for Zookeeper. Former can be a little bit spooky sometimes with that massive forklift he has. So, I mean, when I'm running a friend build on Dually, I do love this encounter. Toxic Friendship is pretty great. You know, when you're running Drill, you're running Dualtron or something along those lines. I've had a couple of good Dualtron runs recently. So, okay, Silver Law, it obviously goes into the Railgun. It's the centerpiece for our build. And Battery is starting to lose its effectiveness as well as all of our other bronze items. We really need to see some upgrades. Now, you're not going to sell us a gold large weapon, in all honesty, I don't think. Let's go to Pearl, see what we can find.
Where shall we start?
We're just going to have a little scroll through. Now, Gold Atomic Clock I'll take, actually. I think Gold Atomic Clock is pretty phenomenal for what we've got going on. Oh, schematics as well. Okay, so now we sell Satcom. You've outlived your usefulness. We pick up the schematics. That's a 5-second cooldown. It's better than Chris. I think we want to put... Okay. A lot of rearranging is about to happen. I'll explain it while I'm doing it. We sold Satcom. We don't care about that. Okay, so... You go here. You go here. We'll maybe just leave the haste on the GPU. I think... It is only 1 second though, so maybe we just come here to Uzi. Just try and get some really quick charge. As much as possible on the crit core. Yeah, let's try this out. Now, we're not going to level up, so we don't need to sell anything yet. Yeah, let's give this a go. I'm just wondering whether battery is even that great over there anymore. Just thinking maybe we should put something else in instead. I think so. We'll try it out in this fight. Obviously we can afford to lose. We still have 15. 15. So let's see. We have a ton of ammo. Obviously our whole thing is going fast though. So oh yeah. See, this is a bad matchup for us. It isn't going to get lifesteal, which is good, and he doesn't actually have a lot of crit.
If you think you've hurt my feelings, I assure you.
Yeah, so I guess that's really what we're all about, is going nice and quick and just one-shotting our opponents. Because, I mean, with a 51% crit on a Railgun, obviously that Mac had around 1,000 HP. It's gonna be enough. So, what can go here? What's not getting run? I think Z-Sword isn't getting run. Medkit, we don't have any heal items. I don't really want to transform anything, so we'll just get some spare change. We absolutely love a weapons shop. Let's go in here.
My battle days are over. But my
I mean, Uzi's on the board, so we will just upgrade it. We do want to replace that probably with a tech item. That's perfect. Sell you, sell you, sell you. But do we actually want to replace Uzi or laser pistol? Laser pistol does provide charge for you as well, though. I think it's this. We got the Arc Blaster. Arc Blaster is an amazing item. It's obviously super synergistic with the Railgun. Talked about it in my guide, so I won't, you know, harp on about it too much. I kind of just want to go for Thug here. Obviously, Bonk would be amazing. Kind of does ruin the infinite combo that we had going on. Well, not quite infinite, but, you know... Oh, wow, that's a lot of cooldown on you now. And look, I mean, that's 2 hits. We want, essentially, we want to try and get 100% crit, and we want to get 2 hits in as quick as possible. And we get Bonk. I mean, that's pretty legendary. Haste and Shield, not what we're interested in. Let's go for gold tier stuff. And yeah, Honed Arsenal, more crit chance. Exactly what we're looking for. And we go for skills. And we get more crit chance. It's beautiful. I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. Okay. We're looking for tech items. Any sort of upgrade is great. We love to see scrap here. I don't think we're going to wait to upgrade it. I think we're just going to take it We'll take it. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. I definitely calculated how much we needed for that, by the way. We're at 90% crit. So, it's not at 100. So now is the time where we get frustrated if we don't crit, even though there's a chance we don't, you know? It can get a little bit funky in that case. Okay. Big Orange Julian at 117. They do have 3,000 health as well. Cool.
Defeat me.
This is what we're talking about. We want to try and get 2 hits in as quick as possible. They had an abnormal amount of HP because of knee brace though. So that's kind of honestly, it's a bad matchup for us. And we still managed to win. So it's looking up for us, I guess I'd say. So we'll go networking. We get to level up before our monster fight now. We love to see weapons. Hydraulic press, I don't think it's the pivot that we want right now. Especially for 48 gold. It's a little bit pricey for my liking. We'll go for loot item. There's a lot of loot that we like here. Sharpening stone probably being one of the worst ones, but you know, you take what you can get. Tesla coil is probably never going to get run. Go Bouncertron. Bouncertron has a lot of things that would be synergistic for us. Sharpened steel. There are a lot of good things here, basically. And that would mean we want to have all of our weapons adjacent to each other as well. Let's just see what we get, though. Pulse rifle. I mean, we've kind of figured out that this is what we want to run. So we're not going to take a pulse rifle. We'll re-roll here. I mean, there are lots of things that we like to look at Kina. Obviously has a bunch of tech items for us. And yeah, Nufu. Let's have a look here. We have a lot of money. And we probably will get that honed arsenal upgrade. So let's sell you. Let's get that. And that maybe pushes us to 100. 98. So if we don't crit on the railgun, I scream into the mic. And you guys lose your hearing for the next 20 minutes, let's say. That seems fair to me. So it is a little bit awkward, the point that we're at where we get 2 charges around, but they still have a teeny tiny little slot of HP left. So what we need is we need an obsidian enchantment. it kind of is that, I know you just say, oh yeah, we need an obsidian enchantment. Oh, we do love to see an atomic clock. We can afford it as well. Beautiful. Diamond Atomic Clock is a great addition. Now, we don't have any money for rerolls or anything along those lines, which isn't great. There's no point in us going to Barkin. So let's just get a small weapon. We can always just get like an Arc Blaster or something. And honestly, call me crazy. Just give me a slightly faster tech item. I mean, it's obviously great being able to freeze something. But just give me something that goes a little bit faster to make the railgun go a bit faster. And Sirocco Step on Atomic Clock. How much haste does that give us actually? Because I know if it's the same as the slow it gives, then it's really good. Haste 2 items for 2 seconds. That's phenomenal. So we essentially get 6 items hasted for 2 seconds in the first 3 seconds. That's really, really good for us. Now I know Terraform has some ammo adjacent things. So we would love Flashy Reload. And I mean, look at how much faster that is, right? Like that was really quick because of that haste. When an item runs out of ammo, deal 100 damage. The item to the left has plus 100% crit chance and plus 1 max ammo. The item to the left is an ammo item. Okay, so that doesn't really make any sense for our build, I don't think. Like, has plus 1 max ammo. Yeah, I don't think it's that good. Because it doesn't enable any reload on Turbo Atomic Clock. We wouldn't want to make anything here an ammo item because we want it to go off multiple times. But that is kind of, that's a cool item. I mean, we can hold on to it, see if we can do anything with it. But I think it'll be a little bit tricky considering what we're running. We do love Shrouded Figure.
Who sent me,
And I mean,
but there is no need
yeah,
for them.
we'd prefer to hold on to our other items that make a bit more sense with our build. We'd love to upgrade the core here. Burn and slow, we don't have a lot of that. So I think dually skills will be a little bit better here. While cooldown reduction, we don't really have enough money for a re-roll. We do. If we have exactly one friend, reduce it and the core's cooldown by 10%. That's great.
I wrote this widget just for you, Dooley. 'Cause you're my
Awesome. So now we have an even quicker startup with Chris Army Knife, which is great. Our positioning is completely fine. I mean, we probably should have looked at that a little bit earlier, if we're just talking about it now, but that's fine. What are we up against here? Looking like a railgun. So it's the same thing as us, except with more charge, but we have haste and more crit. So we get to go a little bit quicker than them. And I'm talking about slightly faster startup, but we already have a turbo atomic clock, which is, I mean, you know, it's a 1 second cooldown item with haste on it. So it's probably one of the best startup items in the game, to be completely honest with you. Now, we wouldn't even have enough money for a large item, so we'll just come to Pearl and just maybe try and get some money. I mean, that'll give me a ton of money. It sells for 16. Let's just take it. We can, you know, we can always find funky stuff, but I like doing fun runs, but I also like playing the right way. I know it's not always super exciting, but it's just, I find that it's slightly better to try and, you know, I mean, that's how I get to Legend, is I try and just make good builds. Like, I know it would be, so we can see here that when we get haste on the right things, we get, I think that was 3 shots. No, 2. Okay, so we get 2 shots very quickly. We get some great succession in those. Pendulum is a little bit interesting, but we kind of just want tech items, I think. We'll hold on to it. There's no reason for us to sell it. Although now there might be. We get Chris Army Knife. That's super quick now. 2.7 seconds. There's no point in upgrading the laser pistol. We don't care about the damage on that thing. Do we care about skill upgrades at all? Honestly. Buddy system, maybe? It's pretty hard to get. Maybe just give me an XP. Level 12. We like loot item. We'd love to see ammo. Sharpening stone again, man. They hate us. They really hate us out here, huh? Sell you just to give us a little bit more damage. Okay, Voikinski. Voikinski?
My fight isn't
I mean, we like a Vanessa matchup, in all honesty. What are we looking at here? Tons of damage. I'm looking at double crit damage, and I'm getting a little bit scared. I like the cooldown on Shark Claws. Seeing a lot of damage. Okay, we got there.
got another
It's not crazy slow, but it could definitely be better. Like, we want something better than the laser pistol, in all honesty. It's not a superbly fast item. Like, we'd just love to put another battery on the right of, you know, Railgun. We'd love for that to be available. We have some money for rerolls here. We don't care about haste on the crit core that much. We'll go for weapons. And we love seeing upgrades for all of our items. It's not Z-Sword. Okay, Lord of the Wastes, again, amazing encounter for us just because of all of the crit synergies that he has. It'd be interesting to get a pendulum upgrade. I'd probably have a look at it in that case. It would give us a really quick start, but I don't think the quick start is our problem anymore. I think our problem is the amount of damage that we're doing over like a long period of time. So we're obviously going to be upgrading our Railgun here, but we need a way to get more like damage, I guess. I mean, we have more damage now, but it doesn't keep going, is what I'm saying. Like, we have what, 1,000, 600-ish damage. Could be better, is all I'm saying. Okay. Alright, let's see. A pig isn't a great matchup for us. Like, they could just have a bunch of HP and we'd lose. Let's see. I think obviously Pig is like the anti-dually build. Like we could come up against a fort or something. Okay, 28-hour fitness with a shielded yo-yo is a bit scary, especially when they have 6,000 HP. And they have... Okay, well, we are putting a bunch of cooldown on the yo-yo. You know what? I mean, that's 6,000 HP. This was a really quick game as well, by the way. We're at 30 minutes. It was 11 days long. Wow. I want to watch this last fight again. Because, I mean, we went absurdly quick there. Yeah, we just kept going. So that's 3 very, very quick hits. So we obviously just hasted the right items. And yeah, we just got to keep on going. And a lot of damage out of you, actually. I mean, obviously you've got like near 100% crit chance, if not. Yeah, so 80% crit. I mean, really cool. Obviously, Railgun again being the highlight. I mean, Turbo Atomic Lock was a really cool one as well. This will just be kind of like, yeah, I'm moving. So this will be one of the filler builds that I'll put out to try and cover that, you know, period of movement. I've also got to get some new mic and some new peripherals, just because these aren't mine. I borrow them semi-permanently off my dad, so we gotta go again. But yeah, hey, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. I mean, at the point of recording, we're almost at 100. Thank you guys all so much for the support so far. I want to keep this going. It's been a lot of fun. I love this game. And I love the direction that it's going in, mostly. Yeah. Thank you guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.